Unexpected comment from Benzema about Messi and the Ballon d'Or. At a time when football no longer needs to prove who the greatest is, Karim Benzema made a calm remark in his tone, but deep in its meaning, when referring to what Lionel Messi is offering at this advanced stage of his career, a stage that, according to traditional football logic, should be one of decline, or at least of preserving what remains of past brilliance, not a stage to write a new story. Benzema, a Ballon d'Or winner and one of the players who best understands what it means to stay at the top, emphasized that Messi is no longer a player who can be evaluated by his age, location, or even by direct competition within Europe. And according to people close to him, he stated that Messi surpassed the phase of usual comparisons years ago, becoming a unique case that does not repeat itself. A player who imposes himself in any footballing context in which he finds himself and forces everyone to reconsider old concepts about the peak and the decline. Benzema paused on Messi's consecration with the Landon Donovan Award as the best player of the 2025 MLS for the second consecutive time, highlighting that this achievement carries symbolism far greater than a simple individual award. That Messi is the first player in the history of the American League since 1996 to achieve the award in 2 consecutive seasons means that his impact was not temporary nor dependent on the media hype of his arrival, but has become an essential part of the very identity of the tournament. Benzema explained that many thought Messi's departure from Europe was a kind of quiet retirement from the great competitive stage, but what happened was quite the opposite. Messi did not go to America to rest, but to lead a complete project, build a team, change a culture, and impose new standards within a championship that was not previously considered part of the great global debates. And when we talk about numbers, Benzema added, the language of the situation knows no courtesy. 74 goal contributions in 1 year, surpassing names who play at the highest European level such as Kylian Mbappé, Harry Kane, and Erling Haaland. It is something that cannot be ignored or minimized. These figures, according to Benzema, dismantle any argument that claims Messi achieves his success in a less competitive league, because numerically surpassing the elite of the world's forwards in a single season reflects an extraordinary mental and technical level. Benzema pointed out that true greatness is not measured solely by the strength of the opponent, but by your ability to impose yourself wherever you are. And Messi, in his opinion, has imposed himself at every stage, in Barcelona, in Paris with the Argentine national team, and now with Inter Miami. Benzema spoke at length about Messi's conquest of the MLS title with Inter Miami, the first in the club's history, considering that this achievement sums up Messi's story with any team whose jersey he wears. Wherever he goes, the title follows. Wherever he arrives, the club's ambitions shift from merely participating to competing and then to winning. Reaching 48 titles in his professional career over 22 seasons was not, in Benzema's opinion, a matter of luck or talent alone, but the result of a mindset that is never satisfied with success. The mindset of a player who refuses to settle for what he has achieved and always seeks the next challenge, even if it is on another continent or in a completely new footballing environment, with his titles at Inter Miami raising his tally to 3 championships since the summer of 2023. Benzema stated that talking about the end of Messi has become detached from reality. The Supporters' Shield, then the League's Cup, then the MLS title, all obtained in a short period of time, and all with a direct and decisive contribution from the player himself. Regarding the Ballon d'Or, Benzema's position was clear and direct. Messi will continue to be a candidate for the award as long as he maintains this level, regardless of his age or where he plays. He explained that modern football has begun to recognize that global impact, continuity, leadership, and the creation of historic moments have become factors as important as playing in the Champions League. Benzema went even further by stating that the 2026 World Cup could be the decisive factor in the next Ballon d'Or race. If Messi manages to lead Argentina to a new achievement or even have a significant impact in the tournament, his chances will automatically jump to the top because he will simply be the only player who combines individual continuity, collective impact, and historic achievements across more than one footballing generation. And returning to Cristiano Ronaldo's recent statements, in which he claimed to be the best in history, Benzema did not seem surprised by the return of the debate. But he calmly pointed out that football resolves its great discussions with numbers and titles, not with declarations. 3 seasons that Ronaldo has spent in Arabia since early 2023 without winning any official title, despite participating in 13 different competitions, raise, according to Benzema, a major question in the direct comparison. By contrast, Messi continued adding title after title, increasing his championship record, both with his club and with his national team. Benzema stated that the comparison is not intended to diminish Cristiano Ronaldo's legend, but that superiority at this stage clearly tilts toward Messi, who has not only maintained his level, but has continued collecting titles and making history. At the end of his speech, Karim Benzema emphasized that Lionel Messi is no longer just a football player, but a complete chapter in the history of the game. A chapter that is taught to future generations about the meaning of talent, continuity, humility, and the ability to reinvent oneself, regardless of circumstances. He said that Messi, with what he offers today, not only defends his legacy, but expands it and establishes a temporal and artistic distance between himself and any future comparison. With each new title, with each figure added to his record, he comes closer to being the definitive answer to a question that has been present for decades. Who is the greatest player in the history of football? A giant statue of the Argentine Lionel Messi is erected in India ahead of his visit to the country. Indian fans in Kolkata raised a 21-meter-tall statue of football star Lionel Messi, coinciding with the start of his visit to the country on Saturday, which will last for 3 days, considering it a tribute befitting his greatness. This gigantic artistic work, which depicts the Argentine star holding the World Cup, rises above a road in the city located in the east of the country. Will Messi attend the inauguration ceremony of the statue? Monty Paul, who oversaw the design of the iron statue, told the France press agency, "This is the largest statue I have made in my entire life. It is a source of pride for me." Messi, an 8-time Ballon d'Or winner, will not be able to attend the inauguration ceremony of the statue in person for security reasons. Messi enjoys in India, whose national football team ranks among the lowest positions in the FIFA ranking, position 142 behind Latvia and Liberia, a level of popularity comparable to that of local cricket stars. Messi begins on Saturday a 3-day tour in Kolkata, which also includes Hyderabad, Mumbai, and the capital New Delhi. He is scheduled to meet with Bollywood star Salman Khan, as well as Prime Minister Narendra Modi. On Tuesday, Messi won the Landon Donovan Award as the best player in the American Soccer League for the 2025 season, becoming the first player in the history of the competition to obtain the award in 2 consecutive seasons. The winner of the Golden Boot as the top scorer of the American League, with 29 goals and 19 assists in 28 matches. He obtained 70.43% of the total votes, surpassing the Dane Anders Dreyer, a San Diego player, who received 11.15%. Messi faces Ecuador's Barcelona in a friendly with Inter Miami. Star Lionel Messi will take part with his team Inter Miami in 2 friendly matches against Atlético Nacional of Colombia and Barcelona of Ecuador, as part of a tour of several cities in South America in preparation for the new season of the American League, a title his team won last Sunday. The match between Inter Miami and Atlético Nacional is scheduled to be played on January 31, 2026, at the Atanasio Girardot Stadium in the Colombian city of Medellin, according to the organizing entity. In addition to Messi, the Uruguayan Luis Suarez and the Argentine Rodrigo de Paul will also participate in the friendly. On February 7th, Inter Miami, with its captain Messi, will face Ecuador's Barcelona at the Banco Pichincha Stadium in the city of Guayaquil, according to the Ecuadorian club. In addition to Colombia and Ecuador, Inter Miami's tour of Latin America includes a visit to Peru. Inter Miami was crowned champion of the American League last Sunday for the first time in its history, after defeating Vancouver BT Cubs 3-1 in the final. Messi was chosen last Tuesday as the best player in the American League for the 2nd consecutive year, after leading his team to the first league title in its history. Messi, 38 years old, joined Inter Miami in 2023 from France's Paris Saint-Germain, and this year renewed his contract with the American club until the end of the 2028 season.